Okay guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's keeping well. So I'm going to tie you as a wee dabbler. It's a wee single wave Pseudo dabbler. Now the hook in the vise is a Kamasan B175 in size 10. The thread that I'm going to use is the uni thread 801 red. So we're just going to come in a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook. Just get our thread started and work our thread back until we're past the point. Move the waist tag of thread. The tail on the fly, just looking at some bronze mallard fibres. So just take a wee pinch of the bronze mallard and offer this up to the hook. Roughly the length of the hook or so over the back is usually what I tie, but some people like their tails shorter. If you do, just tie it a wee bit shorter, sure. And then we'll just come in and trim that away. Now the rib on the fly is the single wave Pseudo hackle. Just want to take some of the fibres off the end of that, and then we're just going to catch this in. Now the single wave hackles tend to move at times, and I'm going to put an underbody of, a body of Opal mirage tinsel on this. So that's why I'm spiraling the thread forward first before sort of I start to tighten up the tension on the bobbin. Now when I get up to that point, I can pull this tight and stretch it a bit and then tighten up onto it so that it doesn't want to move. Nice and tight. That just gives us a wee bit of a better profile, delaying the Opal mirage tinsel. So like I say, Opal mirage tinsel in large. So just offer this up to the hook. Put it in the length. Just trying to keep everything uniformed here now at this point. Then you can work your thread forward. Nice and tight. Come around with the Opal mirage. Overlapping turns up the body. Now it's a good wee fly this for the point. A size 8 for the point, 10 and a size 8 for the point. It's also good on the middle dropper, and a 12 or a 10 like this. Now the end fibres are just a wee bit too long for me, so just trimming them away a wee bit. And then we're just going to rib the body. Now just each turn that you take, just leave a gap, bit of a space between the single wave Pseudo hackle. Just pulling it really tight there, just to catch it in, and then come in and trim away the waist. Now just leave yourself a bit of room too at the front here, guys, because it's always better to have a wee bit more room to work with than not enough. Now the underwing is just some gold pearl razor flash. So just offer that up. A couple of turns will catch that in. It's good stuff to work with. Come in and trim away the waist. Just moisten that for the next fly. Obviously that's too long, so I want to trim that back a wee bit. Then the wing. Just looking at some bronze mallard. Trying to find a decent feather here. We should get a wing out of this. Take away the rubbish from the bottom. Just bring out the fibres so that they all sort of way line up. Rip it away, and then we're just going to fold this in on itself to give us a wee bit of a wing. Nice dark bronze mallard. That's what I want to see anyway. Now, I'm just going to offer this up slightly longer than the flash, but you could have it shorter. It's really a personal preference, guys. It's up to you. I just want to show you the wee patterns. Then we're just going to come around with a pinch and loop. Good half a dozen turns to catch this in. Just have a wee check. Right. Another wee check. I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to trim away the waste ends. Just come in and hold the wing. We'll just tidy up over the cut ends of the mallard. Then just a wee bit of mallard for the throat. So just take a wee pinch. Just going to roll it the same way I did with the tail. It doesn't have to be anything spectacular here. In relation to the technique you're using, just roll the fibres to get them to sit for you. Have a wee check at the length now. That's just a wee bit too long for me, so I'm just going to pull it in a wee bit. That's better now. And then just tighten into it. And just to finish off the head, we like a wax. Pull the bronze mallard back nice and tight. Trim that away. Now once you start to get used to working with mallard, you will become more confident with it. It's just because it's a waterfowl feather. Most of the waterfowl feathers are all the same to work with. Sometimes they can be difficult, but I suppose if you're buying good quality feathers, that sort of way helps you out a bit. Now, I'm just going to come in with my whip finishing tool. And just throw in a whip finish, pull the thread tight, and then we'll trim away our tang thread. And that's the wee single wave Pseudo hackle. Sorry guys, my throat's very, very dry here at the minute about the coughing and stuff, but you get the gist. That's it. Now, it's also great tied in darker olive Pseudo hackle with a light olive holographic body, underbody. Now I'm just going to come around with my glue first, just to seal up the thread turns. But however, must varnish after using glue would be my view, or else you'll start to take that. It'll start to take that moisture bloom, and that's what I mean by the moisture bloom. I'll just show you. See the white that's on the glue, so that's the glue that I'm using with the brush, but that's the moisture starting to get in to the glue. And then I just like to always sort of way, just my wee thing, just sort of way square everything off if you like, then make sure the eye's clean. So there you go guys, without any more talking, that's the single wave Pseudo hackle dabbler. Hopefully you have got something from that. As always guys, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. It's greatly appreciated. If this is the first time watching one of my videos, please consider subscribing. It just helps the wee channel grow. And until the next time, take care of yourselves and each other. And all being well, I'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.